I rise, Mr. President, as I did yesterday, and will continue to do so, to highlight why it is so important that we extend the production tax credit, or the PTC, for wind energy as it's known. Senator Bennett, my colleague from Colorado, joins me in feeling the urgency of the moment. Members of both parties have agreed that the PTC is vital. It's vital for continued economic growth in our country. Put simply, the PTC means good-paying American jobs. And the longer we wait, the more American jobs we can expect to be lost in the coming months and weeks ahead. And when I go home, the Coloradans just say to me, it doesn't make any sense that we wouldn't extend the production tax credit. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to come to the floor every day to talk about how the wind production tax credit affects each state across the country, to drive home the point that real American jobs will be lost if we don't take this common sense step. But the PTC has meant economic growth in Colorado. We have a favorable business climate in Colorado, and we have tremendous wind resources. And in fact, if we harness the wind potential that's there, similar to the wind potential that's off the shores of the presiding officer's state, there's enough wind power to go way beyond our needs. In Colorado's case, 25 times over the state's electricity needs could be met if we harness and harvest that wind. That's an amazing statistic. Mr. President, it's generated by the National Renewable Energy Lab, which we're honored to host in Colorado. It's a flagship of energy research, development, and innovation. But as I've said here today, and I've said yesterday, and hopefully I won't have to say it too many days into the future, the strong growth in the wind sector is at risk. Thousands of jobs, as you can see in this chart of Colorado, have been created across my state, all the way from Pueblo in the south central portion of the state to Fort Morgan up in the northeast to Yuma County, way out in the eastern part of the state. These are quality jobs. These jobs support families and communities. I want to put a face on these families and these communities, Mr. President. I want to talk about Derek Palmer. He lives in Greeley, up here in the northeastern part of the state of Colorado. He has 3 children and a wife. He graduated from the University of Northern Colorado in 2011 with a degree in business management. And he's worked at the Windsor manufacturing plant. It's a Vestas plant that manufactures wind blades for the past 9 months. And he left an excellent managerial job in the service industry and joined Vestas because of the strong benefits package that's there for his wife and kids. He loves working there. He's patriotic. He's helping our country become energy independent. But because of our inaction, thousands of jobs like Derek's are in jeopardy. And this industry deserves some certainty, some stability, and so do countless families like Derek's in Colorado and all over the country. So, Mr. President, if we don't act, I fear dire consequences. The CEO of Vestas, I think you've met, he's a wonderful, smart man. He said he expects the wind market in the U.S. to fall by 80% if the PTC isn't extended. 80%, that's a huge number. That's 80% fewer jobs, 80% fewer families pulling themselves out of this recession, and 80% less investment than we have today. All because we're not acting, all because we're not taking the right steps forward. Now look, as I close, this isn't a partisan issue. Both Democrats and Republicans, senators and House members agree that we need to extend this common sense tax credit. There are bipartisan bills to extend it. I've led an effort with 6 Democrats and 6 Republicans here earlier urging us to extend the PTC. The solution is simple. We just need to extend the PTC ASAP. ASAP. We need to do it. Let's do it as soon as possible.